For me, they didn't do any of the things they were supposed to do. Nobody really cared. I knew they didn't care.
In a Louisville courtroom today, the emotional testimony of former Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin's adopted son, Jonah, accusing Bevin and his wife of abandoning him at an abusive Jamaican boarding school. The stunning testimony today, and then another no-show from the former governor. The one-day child support trial involving Matt Bevin started in family court. He didn't show up, but the former First Lady and their estranged adopted son, Jonah, were all there. Bevin dialed in via Zoom, but the judge clearly wasn't happy.
I'm not going to admit him on Zoom because my order was clear that he is to be here in person. So if you want to go ahead and tell him to hop off, thank you.
Family court judge Angela Johnson once again had enough. In the case of Bevin versus Bevin, the former Kentucky governor never walked through that door, violating once again his current arrest warrant for not showing up in person for this ongoing child support case brought by his adopted son, Jonah.
I have a question, sir. Why isn't Matt here? I was just wondering. I flew from all the way from Vegas to here. Haven't slept in a while. I was just wondering why he didn't show up.
The trial involves child support possibly owed to Jonah after he was allegedly never picked up by the Bevins from a Jamaican boarding school that was later shut down due to reports of abuse.
I left that program when I was 17 years old. Exactly. And she knows that. She understands that. They didn't look for me. They didn't do any of the things they were supposed to do. Nobody really cared. I knew they didn't care. It was like 6 months of me trying to fight with my dad to get my own bank account.
The former First Lady testified that Jonah's transition to the family in the first place was rough with their other kids.
The girls were really quite afraid because he kept threatening to chop them into little pieces, so we had to hide the knives in the house. I didn't sleep for 6 years. I put locks on the kids' doors.
Jonah described getting in trouble for being out drinking one night. When the former governor woke him up the next day to go to school, Jonah wanted to sleep in instead.
He kept grabbing my legs and trying to yank me out the bed, and that's when I personally got fed up with it, and I started pushing him around and hitting him. Because I pushed him around, he wasn't listening. He kept trying to grab me and all sorts of things, so I decided to punch him.
The battle over child support wasn't settled, and the mystery over the whereabouts of the 62nd governor of Kentucky, considered a fugitive in the state he once ran.
Did Matt have a passport?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
I can't ask him because he's not here, ma'am.
That's not my fault.
Do you know where he is today?
No, I do not.
When was the last time you spoke with Matt Bevin?
Not for a while.
The trial ended today, but its conclusion is about 21 days away. Everyone involved is given a video of the testimony and then can submit their final arguments about it. The judge will then make a decision later. Meantime, Matt Bevin still has an outstanding warrant. In fact, if he had shown up for court today, he could have been jailed for 60 days and also faced a fine.